You've all seen it. Protests in city streets, crowds acting up, and disruption to ordinary citizens just trying to get on with their day. Roads are blocked, noise levels escalate, and property is damaged or destroyed. We're seeing assaults on officers who are simply doing their jobs, and just as often we're seeing a lack of understanding about what's actually being protested, or who even has the power to change it. This keeps happening again and again, with barely any breathing space in between. And most of this pressure isn't being applied to people in power. They see what's going on from a distance. It's being applied to the public, the people who are actually living with it.
Let's slow this down for a moment. Why did you go to support a cause? And did you actually know what that cause was about? You traveled there out of your own pocket. You stood in the heat or the cold for hours. You shouted words that someone else gave you to say. You risked arrest, and if federal charges are involved, that record doesn't disappear. Then you went home. You sat down, and you thought to yourself, why did I do that? Who actually benefited? What was the purpose? Would I have been better off sitting in my favorite cafe, sharing a coffee and a conversation with a friend? People online will call this sheep behavior. That's lazy, and it misses the point. This isn't about being sheep. It's about being treated like sheep and accepting it. You didn't write the message. You didn't choose the timing. You didn't pick the target. And you didn't control the consequences. Consequences that fell on innocent people, while those who planned it stayed well clear of the fallout. Whether you realized it or not, that experience was planned in advance by people you don't know and who weren't standing beside you when things went wrong. Now let's ask the question most people never do. Who organized this? Who booked the permits? Who printed the signs? Who arranged the transport? Who decided the slogans? Because this didn't happen by accident. You gave your time. You gave your money. You took the risk. So what did they get? They got attention. They got donations. They gained influence. They gained leverage. And if the same behavior keeps happening and keeps failing, it's worth asking whether failure is actually the point. Because chaos raises money and chaos makes someone else look bad.
Let's make this simple. If you can't explain what you're protesting in plain English, then you don't understand it. Decisions are made in positions of authority. Power sits there. Responsibility sits there. Not on the street, not with protesters, and not with the public. And did you notice something important? None of the people you yelled at today had the power to change any of it. That's not protest. That's misdirected effort. We lean slightly right of middle. And if this behavior were coming primarily from the right, we'd be pointing the finger there too. Accountability doesn't change with ideology. One group causes the damage, everyone else pays, and the people who decided this don't absorb the cost. Freedom of expression doesn't erase responsibility for impact. And when society keeps rewarding destruction, it shouldn't be surprised when it gets more of it. We've shown you who pays. We've shown you how to identify who benefits. The next part is up to you. Ask yourself one simple question. Who really benefits from all of this chaos? Join us next time as we take on another question worth asking. Thank you for visiting ThinkTanked.